Hey everybody, it's Miss Cabral. I just wanted to go over your math for this week, which is counting money with mixed sets of coins. So we practiced this quite a bit before we left school. So I'm just going to go over our coins and then the different ways that we've practiced to count those mixed groups. So before we start, we'll go over each of our coins and their values. So a quarter is 25 cents. And we've practiced counting the 4 quarters to make it easier when we have to count the mixed groups that have more than 1 quarter in it. So 1 quarter is 25, 2 is 50, 3 is 75, 4 would equal 100 or $1. So we have 25, 50, 75, $1. Dimes are 10 cents, nickels are 5 cents, and a penny is 1 cent. If you don't have coins at home to use to help you, I will put some paper ones in the folder on my class pages, and you can always print those out to use them if you need to help solve the problems. So the first way that we can solve a problem is just by skip counting by the number on the coin. So our first problem is 2 quarters, those are each 25, a dime, which is 10, a nickel, which is 5, and a penny, which is 1. So we know if we have 2 quarters equals 50 cents. So we have 50, and then we would skip count by 10. So if we're at 50 and we're counting by tens, it's 50, 60. And then we're going to skip count by 5s. So if we were counting by 5s and we got to 60, our next one would be 65, plus 1 more is 66. So that way it's a little bit trickier, but you can do that if that's the way that you are comfortable with. But I will go over some of the other ways that make it a little bit easier for us to count our coins. You can also use the hundreds chart. There's blank ones of these in the 2nd grade folder on my class pages. So we're going to look at our coins. We have 2 quarters. We know that 1 quarter is 25, and we know that 2 quarters is 50. So we're going to start at 50. If you didn't know that, you could make 25 jumps for your 2nd quarter, or we've learned this year that making jumps of 10, you go straight down. 25 has 2 tens, so we would do 1, 2, and then count over 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Our next coin is a 10. So we're going to make a jump of 10. Again, you could start at your 50 and make 10 jumps, or like I just said, as our reminder, when we count by tens on the 100 chart, we just make 1 jump down. So to get to my dime, I'm just going to go down to my 60. Next, we have a nickel, which is our 5 cents. So we're going to start at 60 and make a jump of 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That gets us to 65. And then our last one is a penny. That's just 1 jump. We're going to go from 65, 1 over to 66. And again, we get 66 cents. So we started with 1 quarter, which was 25. We know 2 quarters is 50. Our dime is 10. So we just do 1 jump down, which is 10. Or you could have done 10 jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Our nickel was 5. So we did 5 jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and our penny is 1, so we did 1 jump, and that got us to 66. Another way we can do this is to do base 10 blocks. So when we do our base 10 blocks, we have our sticks for our tens, our dots for our ones. If we look at our quarters, there's 2 tens and 5 ones in each of those. So for these, I'm going to draw 2 10 sticks and 5 ones cubes. And do the same for the second one, 2 10 sticks and 5 ones. For my dime, there's just 1 10 and no 1, so I'm going to draw 1 10 stick. And then for my nickel, there's no 10s and 5 ones, so I'm going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ones. And then for my penny, there's just 1 1. So then when we add that up, we do all our 10s first. So we're going to do 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. And then go back and count our ones, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66. So again, we get 66 cents. And then the last way we've done is with our touch dots. And when we practice that, it's counting by 5s. So to get to 25, when we count by 5s, it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. There's 5 5s in there, so we draw 5 dots on each of our quarters. So it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. We're going to do the same on our next quarter. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. If we count by fives to 10, it's 5, 10. That's 2 5s. So we're going to draw 2 dots on our 10. 5, 10. For a 5, it's just 1 dot, 5. And for our 1, we don't put anything because there's no 5s. It's just a penny. So then we're going to count by 5s all of our dots. So we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65. And then we're just going to add one more, 65, 66. Okay, so that's how you can do it if you wanted to do the touch dots that we'd practiced. There's each dot equals 5, and you count by 5s to get to the number. So again, 25 is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That's 5, 5, so 5 dots. 10 is 5, 10. That's just 2 5s, so 2 dots. And your nickel is just 5. That's 1 5, just 1 dot. And then count your dots by 5s. Okay, so that's 4 different ways that we've practiced counting coins. If you have any questions, you can always email me or message me on Class Dojo. I've put the Touch Math posters inside of the folder on class pages. I'll also put some paper money in there in case you need some money. And then there's some other examples of counting money and some money word problems if you need any extra practice. So I will talk to you guys soon. Have a good week.